Have you ever pondered what skills you'll need to thrive in the future? As we stand on the brink of a technological revolution that will fundamentally alter the way we live, work, and relate to one another, it's a question we should all be asking ourselves. The world around us is changing at an unprecedented pace. The Fourth Industrial Revolution, marked by advancements in fields like artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, and quantum computing, is transforming industries and economies. This rapid change underscores the importance of skills in adapting and thriving in the future. So what are the skills that will serve as the keys to unlocking a successful future? This video will delve into three main skills: critical thinking, digital literacy, and emotional intelligence. First, critical thinking. In an era of information overload, the ability to analyze, evaluate, and form judgments is more crucial than ever. Critical thinkers are not just consumers of information, but active interrogators of it, questioning assumptions and making reasoned decisions. Next, digital literacy. As technology permeates every aspect of our lives, understanding how to use digital tools and navigate the digital landscape is indispensable. It's not just about knowing how to code or use a spreadsheet. Digital literacy involves understanding privacy, security, and the ethical implications of technology. Finally, emotional intelligence. As automation takes over routine tasks, human skills like empathy, understanding, and managing emotions become increasingly important. Emotional intelligence not only enhances our personal relationships, it's also a vital skill in the workplace, fostering collaboration, improving decision-making, and leading to better outcomes. These three skills, critical thinking, digital literacy, and emotional intelligence, are not just nice-to-haves. They are essential for navigating the complex world of the future. But remember, skills are not static. They need to be nurtured, developed, and refined through continuous learning and practice. So join us as we delve into each of these skills in the upcoming sections. And remember, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Let's prepare together, starting right now. First on our list is critical thinking. A skill as timeless as it is essential. It's like a well-oiled machine, constantly at work, helping us make sense of the world around us. But how can we ensure this machine is running at its best? Let's break it down into three steps: identification, analysis, and evaluation. In the first step, identification, we need to recognize an argument or problem. This might sound simple, but it's easier said than done. We live in an age of information overload where arguments and problems are often hidden beneath layers of noise. So how can we cut through this noise? By asking questions, lots of them. Questions like, what's the main issue here? Or what are the underlying assumptions can help us identify the crux of the matter. Next, we move on to analysis. This is where we dissect the argument or problem, peeling back its layers to understand its logic. It's like being a detective, looking for clues, piecing together the puzzle. To master this step, we need to cultivate our curiosity. We need to challenge ourselves to think deeper, to look beyond the surface. Why is this argument being made? Or what are the possible solutions to this problem? Are questions that can guide us in our analysis. Finally, we arrive at evaluation. This is the stage where we assess the validity of the argument or the solution to the problem. It's where we weigh the evidence, consider the implications, and make a judgment. To excel in this step, we need to be open-minded yet skeptical, willing to change our minds in the face of compelling evidence while also aware of potential biases and fallacies. So there you have it, the three-step process to mastering critical thinking: identification, analysis, and evaluation. Remember, it's not about being right all the time. It's about being willing to question, to dig deeper, and to continually learn. With practice and persistence, you'll find your critical thinking skills improving day by day. Scene script. Next up, we have digital literacy, the language of the future. Imagine a world where your voice can command machines, your fingertips can create virtual masterpieces, and your ideas can be shared with millions in mere seconds. Welcome to the world of digital literacy. Let's break it down into three steps: understanding, application, and creation. First, understanding. This is about grasping how digital tools work. It's like learning a new language with its own grammar and syntax. Start by familiarizing yourself with the basics. For instance, understanding how search engines rank information, how social media algorithms work, or why privacy settings are essential. Books, online courses, and tech blogs are great resources to start with. Remember, the internet is your playground, and knowledge is power. Next, we move to application. This is about using these digital tools effectively. It's like knowing the words and phrases in a new language and using them to communicate effectively. This could involve using cloud storage for your files, mastering project management tools, or becoming adept at using video conferencing software. The trick is practice, practice, and more practice. The more you use these tools, the more fluent you become. Last but not least, creation. This is about being able to create new content or tools digitally. It's like writing a poem or a novel in a new language. You can start small, like creating a blog or a website. Then as you grow more comfortable, you can move on to coding your own apps or designing your own digital art. The digital world is your canvas, and you are the artist. In conclusion, mastering digital literacy is like learning to read, write, and think in a whole new language. It opens up a world of possibilities, allowing you to communicate, collaborate, and create like never before. In the digital age, this skill isn't just a convenience, it's a necessity. Finally, we look at emotional intelligence, the cornerstone of successful interpersonal relationships. This skill is not only vital for forming personal connections, but also for navigating the professional world. Emotional intelligence, often abbreviated as EQ, is about recognizing, understanding, and managing our own emotions and the emotions of others. Let's break down EQ into 3 fundamental steps: self-awareness, empathy, and management. Mastering each of these steps can significantly enhance your emotional intelligence. Firstly, self-awareness. This is about understanding your own emotions. It's about identifying what you're feeling and why. A good way to enhance self-awareness is to maintain a daily journal. This allows you to reflect on your emotions, identify patterns in your emotional responses, and understand the triggers. Remember, it's okay to feel, and every emotion, be it happiness, anger, or sadness, is valid. Moving on to the second step, empathy. This is about understanding others' emotions. Empathy allows you to put yourself in another person's shoes and understand their perspectives. To cultivate empathy, try active listening. This means fully focusing on the speaker, avoiding interruption, and responding thoughtfully. This can help you understand others' emotions better and respond appropriately. Lastly, we have management. This is about handling emotional responses in a healthy way. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about expressing them constructively. Techniques like deep breathing or mindfulness can help manage emotional responses. They allow you to pause, assess your feelings, and respond in a controlled manner. But remember, emotional intelligence is not a destination. It's a journey. It takes time and practice. Don't be disheartened if you don't get it right the first time. Keep practicing, keep reflecting, and over time you'll see improvement. Remember, emotional intelligence is about understanding, not controlling emotions. It's about being in tune with your feelings and those of others, and using this understanding to navigate relationships and interactions better. So let's embark on this journey of understanding and managing our emotions for a more balanced and successful life. Now that we've explored these key skills, how do you feel about the future? It's understandable if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. After all, we've covered a lot of ground. But let's take a moment to recap and see how these pieces fit together. Firstly, we delved into the world of critical thinking, a skill that is increasingly crucial in our fast-paced, information-saturated world. We learned that it's not just about asking questions, but asking the right questions. And to do that, we need to cultivate curiosity, learn to evaluate information critically, and constantly challenge our own assumptions. Next, we turned our attention to digital literacy. In an era where technology permeates every aspect of our lives, being digitally literate is no longer an option, it's a necessity. We've seen how understanding the basics of coding, staying updated with the latest tech trends, and maintaining online security are key components of this skill. Then, we ventured into the realm of emotional intelligence, a skill that's often overlooked, yet incredibly vital. It's about recognizing our own emotions and those of others, and using this awareness to manage our behavior and relationships. We discussed how self-reflection, empathy, and effective communication are the building blocks of emotional intelligence. Each of these skills is a journey in itself, and the road to mastering them is not always straightforward. It requires perseverance, curiosity, and an unwavering commitment to self-improvement. But remember, the most important step is the first one. So start small. Choose one skill you want to work on and take that first step. The future might be uncertain, but with these skills, you'll be ready to face it head-on. The journey to mastery begins now. Remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we shape with our actions and decisions. So take the wheel and steer your future in the direction you want it to go.